Hello, it is your girl Timmesha here, and welcome back to my channel where I strive to teach, aspire, and shift. I am very excited for today's video. As you guys know, it is near and dear to my heart to just really encourage parents and teachers and aunties and uncles or whatever role you play in your child's life. It's very important and near and dear to my heart for you to understand the importance of your role. And so today I'm going to be talking to my mamas, my daddies, I'm going to be even talking to my teachers and people who have a direct impact in their child's life. And I really want to talk about the importance of your role as a parent or as a lead guardian, lead adult figure in this child's life. It's so important that we realize the importance and power of our role, and I feel like once we understand the significance in our role, that shifts our mindsets and it helps us to understand like what influence we have over our children. The first thing that I feel like parents and teachers and people who are in close contact with our children at a very young impressionable age is for them to realize that they are often the person who helps create and formalize the child's views and narrative on themselves. So, and by that, I mean, you are oftentimes the person who is first speaking over this child. So, that can be a positive thing and that can be a negative thing. I know that for me, I remember those times, not necessarily my parents, but when I've had teachers or other friends, peers, and things like that who've spoken negatively over me, I know how that has impacted me even today. So I think that it's so important for us as parents, as teachers, as people who play huge roles in children's lives, is to understand that we truly do write that narrative to them. So we want them to have a positive outlook and view on themselves, have self-confidence, have a high self-image. It's important that we are speaking those things over them, speaking to them that they are loved, speaking to them that they are smart, speaking to them that they are beautiful, they are handsome, even when, and I love it because I've seen two things that I love. One, I saw a mom who was saying that she always wanted to teach her children to just love and embrace how they looked in that moment. And so she said that whenever her children would take a picture, she would, no matter if she had her makeup done and hair did to a T, or if she was in sweatpants, her hair was in a messy bun, she always made sure that she stopped and she smiled for the picture. She never said, "Oh, I don't look good," or "Oh, my hair looks a mess today." Like, she always stopped what she was doing and took a picture. And I thought that that was so important because right then and there is teaching your child that positive self-talk and just having confidence within themselves, Another mom that I follow, she was talking about how her daughter, whenever, if they're just lounging around the house and she just has her pajamas on, or she's running around in a t-shirt and her diaper and her hair is all crazy, she still ensures that she calls her daughter beautiful and that she just speaks, I love your smile, and she just really encourages her daughter to just really believe those things about herself. So I think that that is so critical and key to understand that you are the first person who helps set that narrative in your child's mind. The second thing that I think is very important for parents, teachers, people who have influence in children's lives to realize is that they are often the first relationship that a child establishes. So they're the child's first view of what a relationship looks like, right? So it's not just mother-daughter or father-daughter, father-son, mother-son, or teacher-student, those types of relationships, but it's also even they're looking at the dynamics within your home. So they're looking at how mommy and daddy get along. They're looking at how their teacher and their co-teacher get along, and looking at how they communicate to each other. How do they show love? How do they express their anger and frustration? So it's really important that even when your child is young, even when your child's a baby, or even now that your child is older, like, you can have a conversation with them saying, "Hey, mom and dad always haven't done right by expressing their frustration and their anger to one another. And we realize how that can really influence you. And so we're going to start from this day forward really working on how we communicate even in moments of frustration and anger. And that's a simple conversation you can have with a child who's older, and this can open the door for them to ask questions. This could just really be a breaking ground for there to be clarity of what's okay in a relationship and what is not. And that's so critical and so important, because again, you realize that you're raising your child up not just as that they're going to be little Tommy forever, but eventually little Tommy's going to grow up and he's going to want to start dating. And so he's going to want to start dating. He's going to want to start, having coworker and employee relationships, and he's going to start working together with his teachers. So all of those different things are what you're setting as a standard as you are raising this child. The third and last thing that I really want to press upon us on today about the importance of our role is understand that we are raising our child for the future. So we want to make sure that we are, yes, keeping little Tommy. Don't ask why I keep saying little Tommy, but we want to look at little Tommy as a little boy that he is, but we want to also make sure that we are instilling in him what is going to help carry him as he grows, as he gets older. So just like we're ensuring that we're speaking life over them, we're encouraging them, we're pushing them to grow and try new things, and we're really setting that tone for where we desire their self-image, their self-confidence, their self-esteem to be. And we're also setting that precedent for relationships and how we want them to view relationships, our relationships, future relationships that they have. It's important that we are giving them the tools and resources that will help them as a young child and help them as they grow from a young adult to a teen, or from a teen to a young adult to an adult to, an older adult. So looking at different ways that you can teach them how to take responsibility for themselves. What does that look like? How you can teach them how to take accountability, how they can take initiative in certain situations. And so I think that these are three very critical things that we can do, and that it's important for us to know as parents, as teachers, as influencers in these children's lives, that they need to follow suit and that we need to really press into and ensure that we're doing. And I think all three of these things really do make us take a step back and look at ourselves. Where is our self-image? How can we improve and enrich our self-image? How can we improve and enrich our relationships? And how can I continue to build upon for my future self? So I hope that these three things helped you guys. Like I said, this is just something that's so important to me and that I think is so vital and critical. And I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video. Please be sure that you are subscribed so you do not miss any of my future uploads. And I will see you guys in my next video. All right, take care. Bye-bye.